Hey all, good morning. Hi, hot dog. Good morning to you. And I hope you have a good day. And I'll get started with my assessment for this morning. As we kick off Tuesday with US stock futures just nudging a little lower, as you can see, it's down 11%, 0.11% for S&P 500 futures and around 0.16 for the NASDAQ. And I would like to believe that traders are getting ready um, to listen to Fed chief when he comes out later on Friday. So I think that'll be a holding pattern until Friday. It's been interesting to watch the recent rally broaden out. And let me just increase the lighting out here so that you can see me clearly. I hope the lighting is good now. Yeah, that's better for me. So it's been interesting to watch the recent rally broaden out. I'm starting to believe that many investors have started shifting money out of big tech, which had really been leading the pack, and into areas like home builders, small caps, value stocks. The thinking I feel is that a more widespread rally might be healthier and more sustainable for these markets. But analysts are also pointing out that all of this depends on how earnings play out this week and what the Fed signals about rates. So that said, if you look at the bond yields, they are on the rise again. Slowly, it's all creeping, still weighing mixed signals from inflation numbers, the labor market, and whether the Fed will actually make their move on rates. I'm working on a video on why the Jackson Hole press conference will be a turning point for the market, and either it could mean a little bit of peace, or it could mean total pandemonium. So please wait for that. It will be out maybe in another 3 or 4 hours. I have the script in place. We just have to record it and edit and upload. I have my own theories. I'll share with you on that. And then I'm thinking that the retailers on deck today will also give us some clues. Home Depot has already reported, and they came in shy of both earnings and revenue expectations for the first time since mid 2014. That's not a good sign, but they put a brave spin on it by saying that they are looking at whole year estimates remaining the same. That's a positive. But one can see that the housing sector is stressed out due to high mortgage rates, which could also mean that if people are not selling their house and moving, then probably they are renovating their houses so that they can enhance the quality. That could be another reason why Home Depot should get business. On the other hand, landlords who are renting out their property may not be finding it worthwhile to repair the property, so maybe they are cutting down on spending. So it's a lot of small moving parts put together, but overall, the result of Home Depot, I don't think is encouraging in my opinion. Meanwhile, the debate over interest rates is heating up. There's a growing expectation that the Fed will cut rates in September, thanks to softer inflation and job data. All eyes will be on Fed Chair Jerome Powell's speech at Jackson Hole on Friday, which could set the tone for what happens next in terms of our monetary policy. In the corporate world, Intel is making headlines in a big way this morning, raising over 5% in pre-market trading after SoftBank announced it's taking a $2 billion stake in the chip maker. Elsewhere, I had read a news that the government might take a 10% stake in Intel because they gave money to Intel through the CHIPS Act. So this Intel situation is getting kind of out of hand. It doesn't look like a capitalistic market. It doesn't look like a private company. It seems like it's got all kinds of money coming from everywhere. And it's still not the leader either in the PC market or in the server market or in the GPU market. So I don't know what people see in Intel. Real capitalism means you allow companies to die if they're not capable of competing. You don't prop them up. So we have, I think, corporate socialism and individual capitalism, where people who are in a very difficult situation get no bailout, social security is cut, and everything is cut. So, go figure out what's happening with the United States. Anyway, I would stop my rant out here instead of getting into it. Let's talk about what's happening overall. I think in the overall analysis, I would say that investors are rotating out of big tech and getting into companies that seem less valued outside of the tech sector, and potentially into sectors where they believe there is still potential for good results and retaining some value for their money. And globally, the picture is a bit mixed. The European shares are flat, Asia is bouncing, and Indian stocks are riding the wave from the recent tax cut. On the geopolitical side, Ukraine is still very much on the radar following the recent meetings with President Trump. I will tell you my honest opinion. Trump is just angling for a Nobel Peace Prize. And if somebody gives him a Nobel Peace Prize, we'll finish all these problems once and for all, and wait for the next president to come in to have a real solution for Ukraine. Because right now, when Putin is talking to Trump, Trump listens to Putin, and then the Europeans come and talk to Trump, then Trump changes his stance. So he's both all over the place. At the end of the day, if somebody brokers a peace in Ukraine, all Trump wants is to say that he started the whole thing, he got it done, and he deserves a Nobel Prize. I'm just waiting to see if he puts any tariffs on Norway to pressure them to give him a Nobel Peace Prize. That would be the last possible card that he might use. Let us see what happens. So with that funny note, let's go on and have a look at our market. So I'm going to go and change the chart into a one-day chart and recalibrate it and get ready for the day. Friends, as you can see, we still have the line of resistance at 6474 that is holding up. And today, pre-market, we are down 0.10%. And we have bearish sentiment and we have bearish divergence as well. So all of those things indicate that there is a desire for the market to go down. NASDAQ is down 0.17% in pre-market trade. And we have a line of resistance at 23,761. And right now we are at 23,759, just below that line of resistance. So I'm going to leave it as it is, and we will see what happens during the day. Again, sentiment is bearish, and we have bearish divergence. So things have got to give sooner rather than later. Friday, Jackson Hole is a time when I think we are going to see decisive move on the stock market. Dollar index is down 0.13%. It is still riding this diagonal line of support. It's a bull channel that it is riding. So it's okay out there. And as you can see, the yields have gone up. They went beyond this diagonal line of resistance, and now this resistance has become a support. And we are continuing to move upwards. When the market opens, you'll start seeing the movement. That's what happens most of the days. That's why you see all the green candles. We open lower and then we move up. So this is very scary for the real estate sector, especially in Canada. We have a contagion from the US with regard to mortgage rates. Our 5-year bond yield gets influenced. For a change, I have seen a little bit of divergence between the Canadian 5-year bond and the US. So I hope that divergence continues so that we are sheltered from this problem, because housing sector performs a good portion of Canadian GDP, and it's going to be terrible for us if things go wrong out here. Let us go on and have a look at the indicators. Let's keep moving quickly. S&P 500 has got a resistance today at around 6,536.94, and it has a support at 6,433.02. Sentiment is negative in the market. MACD is very close to the signal line, ready to cross over to the bearish side. And we have got a bearish divergence still at play. And we have momentum, which is above average but flat. Same case for NASDAQ. So both of them are poised to move either way. NASDAQ has got a support at 23,622. And I suspect that it will be on top of this support, move along this, maybe go a little bit below, a bit above, but twine around this support until Jackson Hole. And after that, we will have some decisive movement, unless we have some catastrophic news before that or some fantabulous news before that. VIX is down 0.07% in pre-market situation, and gold is up 0.21%. Gold is trying to create some kind of a bull flag out here and a breakout on the upside, in which case it's going to have a resistance today somewhere around, I would say, 3,390. And let us look at QQQ, which shows that we are going to open a little negative, minus 0.08%. And put call ratio is getting closer to neutral, slightly bullish. Yesterday it was very bullish, but today it's become a bit milder. And let's go on to look at AI. In AI, NVDA is still up 0.25%. The biggest test for NVIDIA today is to clear resistance of 183.77. If it does that, I believe NVIDIA will scale new heights. And if it doesn't do that, then I think we'll get pushed down from there. And I suppose we'll continue to consolidate until we get the Jackson Hole address. That's one possibility. As you can see, the sentiment is negative in the market for NVIDIA. MACD is bearish and momentum is dropping. And we have a bearish divergence at play, which has to work out. And Meta is down 0.30%. It has got a support at 737.52. Google is down 0.29%, and it has a support at 202.68. Amazon is down 0.20%, and it has got a support which is going to be at 231.36. But pre-market, we are at 231.02. So now this becomes a resistance, and if we break through above that, it will become a support. Otherwise, our support for today for Amazon is going to be 227.33. And then we have Apple down 0.19%, still having a support. I would say the support is going to be at 230.03. Right now, we are at 230.48. And we have Microsoft, which is down 0.05% in pre-market trades. And it's going to get a support today at 515.03. Right now, it's at 516.86. And it's going to have a resistance today at 522.01. So that's what we got out here. We look at Tesla, and Tesla is down 0.07% in pre-market trades. For today, the resistance is going to be 335.60. We are at 334.94, and we're going to have a support at around 330.03. If we break down below 330.03, then I think we are looking at a support at 298.55. Oracle is down 0.20% in pre-market trade, a whole lot of consolidation out here. Sentiment is bearish, MACD is bearish. Momentum is also above average, but a little bit flat for my liking, and therefore I think there's going to be a bit of consolidation and downward movement, and rather than going up. And I'm starting to give up on our target of 276.42 for Oracle, because if the broader market moves, Oracle will move in that direction. AMD is down 1.48%, and it is expected to receive support today at around 173.33. Right now, it's at 173.56. If it breaks this support, then the next support is going to be at 167.25. And you have SMCI, which is up 0.17%. I still believe we are in a bear flag, ready to break down on the downside, in which case we'll reach 33.64. Broadcom is down 0.56% in pre-market trades. Our support is at 303.32. We are at 304.06. If we break down from this support, then the next support is at 290.87. Palantir is down 0.79%. I'm reading news reports that many people are shorting Palantir. And if that is the case, there could be a squeeze that might come up in this situation. And we also have this desire to fill up this gap out here. So I'm not very sure what's going to happen. Is Palantir going to fill this gap by coming down further? Are the shorts going to succeed? Or is there going to be a short squeeze and we move upwards? Sentiment is bullish but waning. MACD has crossed over to the bearish side, and momentum has dropped from being overbought and is tending towards the average. So things are not looking great for Palantir right now. SMH is up 0.05%. Tempus AI is down 0.70% after a very smart gain. Tempus AI is now starting to lose a little bit of a steam out here. And I would like to see Rigetti, what's happening with Rigetti. It's still not at 16.10, the price at which I sold and booked some losses. So I'm waiting to watch what happens out here. I lost my nerve with Rigetti, and it's a lesson learned for future. What else do I have here? Let's go back and look at Genomics. Genomics Prime is up 0.57%. I think Prime will follow the market. And if the market starts going down, I'm afraid to think that we will probably break down below this line of support and start going bearish because market sentiment is bearish, MACD is bearish, and momentum is also below average. And then I look at Intelia. Intelia is up 0.47%. This is a bear flag information. We had been coming down. We did a bit of consolidation. Bear flags typically break down. So the resistance on the upside is going to be 1130, and the support on the downside is going to be around $9.94. Then we look at Caribou Biosciences, no trades pre-market. Beam Therapeutics up 0.29% in pre-market trades. Altimmune is up 4.21% in pre-market trades. And Editas is flat in pre-market trades. Illumina is down 0.53% in pre-market trades. So out here, what I am thinking is that we were forming a bear flag, and that bear flag did not materialize. Now we are creating a bull flag situation. And if the bull flag breaks out on the upside, we will challenge the resistance at 103.28. In case it fails, we are going to come down. And for today, our support is going to be 93.54. CRISPR Therapeutics is up 0.12% in pre-market trades, and the resistance for this is going to be 60.07. We had a bearish pennant forming, and instead of breaking down on the downside, we broke out on the upside. We got pushed down by this resistance, and we are coming towards a support of 53.32. Allogene is up 1.83%. Grail is up 0.12%. PACV, okay. Grail is up 0.12%, but in my experience, if we keep on banging at this support level without actually bouncing off, eventually we are going to break down and come below this. So I'm not liking what's happening with Grail. Sentiment is bearish. MACD is just turned bullish. Momentum is still way below average. So chart is not looking that great. PACB is up 0.75%. And in pre-market trades, and our support is going to be at 1.21, and resistance for today is going to be at 1.44. ARCG is up 0.12% in pre-market trades, and what else do we have here? Vertex is up 0.03%. Ginkgo Bioworks, as I predicted yesterday, it broke out of the flag. I was thinking that it would happen. In fact, I moved the target bar from where it was, assuming that it won't go up. But fortunately for us, it went up. Now that it has broken, it has to confirm by closing above this diagonal line of support. And if that happens, we are on our merry way up to a target of 19.22. So I'm going to hold on to my Ginkgo Bioworks. Pre-market, it has dropped. It's at 13.60. And let me see what is the support today. The support is 13.37 today. So I'm feeling comfortable that we are moving in the right direction. MACD is improving and tending towards the signal line to cross over to the bullish side. Momentum has picked up, plenty of room on the RSI. And bearish market sentiment still persists, but it could change based on the MACD and the momentum. Unicure is flat in pre-market trade. IMTX has got no trades pre-market. Precision is down 3.05% in pre-market trades. And I'm still optimistic that Precision is going to pick up. There are some huge targets for Precision, and it's way off the analyst targets at this point of time. So as the market cools, there will be more sensible investors who are going to buy and accumulate for future. As far as I'm concerned, I've made all the money that I invested into it. So the half that I'm holding, I'm okay with it. I'll hold it for a little longer and take a little bit of risk on that one. Let's look at Tonix, which is another company, Telix, which is another pharmaceuticals that I'm looking at. And Telix is down 2.02%. And I think that that's a gap fill that needs to be done out here. We'll see if that happens. The bearish sentiment is improving. MACD is just crossing over the signal line to the bullish side, and momentum is starting to pick up. Chart is still weak. Lilly Lilly recovered yesterday as I predicted. It was low in the morning and it went up. And I'm thinking that today also it's going to pick up. I've already bought Lilly a few days ago. I'm expecting it to move towards the regression channel center line. And if that happens, I would make a handsome profit out there. And once we reach there, either I'll sell a call or I'll sell half of the holdings. That's my plan for Lilly. And what else do I want to say? I want to see rare, which is Ultragenics. If you guys haven't seen my video, please check it out. There's a good chance to make money on Ultragenics because the one of that therapy has looking very good on data. FDA has not raised any issues on the data. In fact, they like what they see. But they have raised data with manufacturing. And get this, Ultragenics already has manufactured products and it has been selling products in the market. So it's not new to manufacturing. And even FDA thinks that there are issues it has raised can be easily fixed. And on top of that, there are contract manufacturing companies which can actually manufacture it and FDA can give approval. So FDA approval is a done thing in my opinion. So I'm going to buy some of this stock today. I was waiting for it to confirm about this line of support, and it has done that. Yesterday it went up, and a day before yesterday it went up, and yesterday it closed above. So I'm going to buy some today. And the only thing that would give me pause is that we are below the line of support of 29.47 today. I will see what happens when the market opens. If we open above this, then I'm ready to buy. If not, then I'll give it a pause and wait for a while. But anytime there can be some news that they have made a filing, they're not given a deadline of when it's going to happen. So if that happens, there could be a sharp move. That's a huge gap down to be filled up. And the stock could skyrocket. So that's what I'm thinking. Of course, my personal opinion, not financial advice. Check out the two videos I have done. One explaining the opportunity. Second, talking about how it can fix the manufacturing issues raised by FDA. I'm working on the third video, which is going to be the price target and technical analysis. Watch that later. And yeah, so that's all I have, my friends. And that brings me to the end of today. And if we have any discussions to be had with whoever is online, along with Hot Dog, I would be happy to entertain any questions or technical analysis of any stock on the fly. Otherwise, I'd like to wind down the session. Go have some breakfast, get ready for the day. And one good news is that yesterday we went to the doctor. It seems my dog had a spinal cord injury. She must have fallen down the stairs or something when we were out. So she has been given some strong medicines and she's started eating and she's looking better today. And I have another appointment with the vet. So thanks for all your best wishes. It is working. And yeah, she's getting better. Thank you very much. Much relieved. APLD. Okay, let me check APLD. Let's go there to APLD. I think I have the stock ticker already. Yeah. So APLD, beautiful. Okay. Market sentiment is bullish. MACD is bullish. Momentum is very strong. RSI has gone up to 85.18 in the past. So I would say there is room on the RSI. And APLD is up 0.12% in pre-market trades. Craig Hallam has raised the price target for Applied Digital from $12 to $23 per share. That's a steep increase. And if you look at their earnings, they surprised on the earnings by 80% and 0.46. That's the basis for the price target hike. Now, let us look at the technical signs that we have out here. There is a gap up. A gap up is not a good thing generally. It has to be filled up sooner rather than later. We have this diagonal line of resistance that I had drawn the last time, which has now become a diagonal line of support. So today, what I would look forward to is a confirmation of this line of support. The way it would happen is we'll have to close above this and we'll have to open above this. So today, when we close, we should close above this. And tomorrow, when we open, we should open above this. Once that happens, I would have confidence that this line of support has been validated and that becomes the base. And then we can expect at the very least, a gradual hike. And I think that we had done a price target of 24.73 and analyst price target is 23 $2. So we are also in the same ballpark. And that target came from a reverse head and shoulder. So I think that we are attempting to touch this target. So this is, I think I would like to put some money in this stock as well if I had the money. This looks good. Good find, hot dog. This is looking good. This is looking good. Is there anything else, hot dog, that you want me to check out, or anybody else wants me to look at any other stock? Oh, you already have it, hot dog. Good job. Good job. You got in at 4. You should be running this channel, my friend. You should be running this channel. You have some really good picks, and you seem to be making more profits than I do. Yeah, this is good. So keep on sharing your thoughts. That's the idea of the channel. Everybody can then enjoy. Let us know what all things you have, you're playing with right now, which you think is going to give you some profits, so that we can get in on the ground floor with you, so we can check it out and see, if it fits with our portfolio and if it's worth jumping into it. So anybody else, if you want anything to be checked out, ABCL. Okay, ABCL. Let's see what's happening with ABCL. I'll just add it out here. ABCL. AbCellera Biologics. Okay, I won't add it here. I'll go into Genomics. I'll add it here, ABCL. Maybe I should make a video on this if there is a good prospect out here. ABCL is up 0.43% in pre-market. Market sentiment is bearish. MACD is trying to repair itself. Momentum is above average and picking up, so that can pull up the MACD and convert the market sentiment. So we are moving in the right direction with this. ABCL, AbCellera. Can I see any patterns? None that I can think of right now. I don't see a bullish pennant or a bullish bull flag or anything. No, I don't see anything out here to the best of my knowledge. So I don't have any clue what is going to happen here, hot dog, to be honest. I cannot see any familiar patterns. What I could do is draw a trend line, attempt to draw a trend line which can connect. So 1 touch point, 2 touch point, 3, 4 touch points. I would say, at the very least, all I can say is that we might find some support today at 4.45. In terms of resistance, what I would say is that we would have a resistance in the range of around $4.80 to $4.90. That's the range of resistance that we may have. So that's all I can say, hot dog. I'm sorry. That's the best I can do. Okay. I will also do a research on that, hot dog. I'll make a video on this stock. Let me write it down in my wish list. Give me 1 second. I'll get it done this week. I'll have it done, and then we can exchange notes. So anything else that you want, guys, I would like to do that. Otherwise, we wind up for the day. So hot dog, anything else? Thank you so much. I hope you guys have a great day, and hot dog, a very nice evening or night to you. Thanks for joining. See you guys later. Bye for now.